I just took Nanking, and nothing bad happened. We don't go live, we record here. What is up, my good people? And Josh, it's your boy, the Man Penguin here, back today with some Hearts of Iron 4 for all of you. In today's video, I am playing as probably the worst major nation in Hearts of Iron 4. We're playing as Japan. This country has the worst focus tree ever. I mean, it's just ever. I'm going to be playing Japan with a twist. It's not that much of a twist. Y'all have already seen it before from like ISP. But we're going to be doing bicycle only with Japan because bicycles are fun. Iron Man mode will be on. I'm going to leave historical AI off just for the fun of it. We'll see how that works. And let's get on into this. Like I said, Japan has the worst focus tree in the entire game. To get bicycles, I need to go down here. So, well, I probably want to start immediately with... Sticking with Japan, we're just going to stick historical. We're going to purge the Kadoa faction because, you know, we're here for that. And some people are, but we're here for that. I know that bicycles take up a lot of sport equipment. Research-wise, I have negative research, so that's not great. That's always a fun part of being Japanese, is having negative research. But I'm just going to stick with the stuff that, you know, you pretty much need for Japan. Industry-wise, we're kind of in a weird place. It's like Japan's industry's okay. It's not amazing, but it's okay. And then the rest of these divisions I can't really use. I'm going to leave them for now, but eventually I'll change them over to bicycles once I get the ability to. You know, as I was saying, Japan's focus tree is really, really bad. For a major nation, this is just terrible. I mean, you know, even you compare it to something like France, and France's focus tree is not great, but it's definitely a lot better. And then you compare it to frickin' Germany's, and it's just like, why even bother with playing Japan ever? Even Stalin's got a good tree after no step back. I feel bad for the Japanese. Well, I don't actually, because, you know, the Japanese were pretty terrible in World War II. But their tree is pretty bad in this game, so definitely something Paradox needs to fix. Fix your game, Paradox. Well, it looks like historical AI is already taking its toll. Or Stalin's got factionalism, so really it is taking its toll. Obviously, we'll do some of that stuff later, but I'm going to hop down army expansion law. Yeah, I'll probably do supremacy of will. That's just, like, kind of better. Octua. No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. To help my military industry, I'm going to prioritize steel for guns, because that does give some, like, 4 military factories, which is pretty goated. Alright, now I can finally grab bicycle battalions, and then after that, I don't know what we'll do. We'll probably do the Manchu project, maybe? I don't know. No, we'll probably do guides the Zabuzubo. Okay, we got our bicycle infantry. And now we can guide the Zabuzo. I know, pronounce that correct. We guided the Zazubo. I probably shouldn't do that accent very often, so we'll stop that now. I'm gonna grab Hajime Sugiyama, because he gives me 40 army XP. And I need the army XP so that I can switch over to bicycle divisions eventually. I'm gonna grab that extra research slot. Never hurts to have that extra research slot. Research slots are good. Some of you are research... I'm sorry, that was rude. I'm gonna grab the liaison conference now. I'm gonna try and swing my way on down to the Marco Polo Bridge incident. That way I can murder my poor old Chinese friends. Hopefully these are not betraying me. Doesn't look like they are. That's good. Just to slap this up and show you guys, I did make the bicycle division. It's just simple 20 width. I will get more support companies with time, but we're going to swap everybody over. How bad is that going to be? I'm going to need a lot more infantry and, well, not a lot more infantry, but a lot more support equipment. Not ideal, but it is what it is. How much? I need 4,000 support equipment. That is delightful. Delightful. Oh, the Marco Polo Bridge incident. Oh my god, the Chinese just gave in to me. Oh, really? I mean, I'm not I am complaining. I am complaining. But I shouldn't be complaining, but I am complaining. I didn't want them to give in to me. I wanted them to not give in to me. But I guess that gives me a better jumping off point then, right? Minorly inconvenient, at least. What do I do about the war, then? Do I have to justify? I have to justify, don't I? I'll just immediately start justifying while we're at it, then. Okie dokie. So, we've got it. They're at war, actually, with Shangzi and, no, yeah, Sinkang and Djibouti Shanma. That should be okay for me. So now that I've got my opportunity, I'm going to begin prepare my line. I should prepare this earlier so that I get the plane bonus, but who cares? I have CAS up, I have things up. My divisions look better, although they are pretty under-equipped. This is what they are for now. I have CAS, I have planes, and I guess we'll just go on ahead. Sheesh, should I just start the offensive? Yeah, I'll start the offensive. Whatever, we're here for it. Oh my god, we just took Hangzhou. That is beautiful, friends. Alright, I mean, obviously, I'm not winning all my battles on the front lines, but hey, whatever. The goal is just to kind of link up with the invasion down here and then push on through China. I don't have any... What's it called? I don't have any frickin' collabs, but whatever. Oh, and yeah, we will never bow down to decadent Western pig dogs. Very fair statement to say, by the way. Like, I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with saying that. But we're gonna head down to Nanjing, where nothing bad has ever happened. That's just falsifications by the dirty Chinese communists. And those fake Chinese that live on Taiwan. But they don't actually live on Taiwan because Taiwan doesn't exist. Praise be the Communist Party of China. But you still get the idea of what I'm saying. Japanese people and brutality do not go together. That'd be like putting peanut butter and chocolate together, and that just doesn't work. Peanut butter and chocolate are better when separate, kind of like other things. I'm sorry, that was a bad joke. Communist China just declared war on Manchukuo and Menguko. That sucks balls. Okay, yep, here we go. I just took Nanking or Nanjing or whatever, and nothing bad happened. There was no crimes against humanity, you know? Nothing. Not at all. Never happened. But I might encircle these Chinese divisions, and then after I encircle them, I will treat them with the utmost respect. Because that's what I do as Japan. That's what the Japanese are known for, treating the Chinese with utmost respect. With these Chinese divisions encircled, you know, they will be treated with the utmost respect. They won't be treated by, you know, poorly by any doctors. And some might say I'm beating a dead horse with all these Japan war crime jokes, but I would really say that I'm actually beating a Chinese baby with these jokes. Probably with a bayonet of some sort. You know, maybe I'm boiling the Chinese baby alive. No, I don't know, but I'll say that, you know, I'm just doing what Japan would do. Call me, Sensei Man Penguin from now on. Or if you prefer Senpai Man Penguin, but that's, you know, completely not necessary. But just, you know, what would Hirohito do? Hirohito would treat the Chinese babies with respect by turning them into nice Chinese baby soup. All right, we took the Wuhan, and well, the only thing I can think of when I think of Wuhan is unfortunately the Wuhan China virus. China! So I'm sure I'll say something about that. Things are going slowly, but not terribly. Casualties, you know, kind of rough, but, you know, whatever. Such is life and all that. Still, I am majorly out of supply. Do I not have trains? I have no trains. The offensive is going a little bit better now that I've begun encircling the Chinese. And a big hug of friendship and kindness. Some aerial bombs, but that's okay. Clearing up this hug, just looking at the hug totals right now, the Chinese have hugged 250,000 of my men, and I've hugged about 1.6 million Chinese people. So that's a pretty good amount of hugs. Obviously, I have had some of my guys get hugged too by the Chinese, but I've hugged a lot more. And that's all that it is, a hug. Just a nice, you know, tender, loving embrace with a bayonet. But they've been hugged, Chinese babies have been hugged, and so on and so forth. I think I even hugged an English division in that encirclement. The hugging is going very well. The Chinese are being hugged to a good place. I did hug Guangxi clique to the point where it just decided to go to sleep forever. Okay then, well, China collapsed. I mean, hugged. China went to sleep. Literally, as soon as I hit the stop recording button, they just collapsed. And you know what I mean by collapsed. I mean, they just, you know. But I'm gonna take them into my tender, loving embrace. Obviously. Well, there's the peace deal. An extension of Japan. You know, just this is Japan. All of Japan. I think actually this is what Japan really looks like in real life. Just, you know, communist lies tell us that it's only here on this island. I'm gonna demand Indochina. Okay, well, Indo-Japan just came under my control. My god, the Indians just declared war on me. I've just been sitting here doing nothing of great value with my time. The Indians just declared war on me. That's, I can't even get to them. And the Indians just joined the 4th Internationale too. Oh my god, that's not great. Dude, what the fuck? Oh my god. Okay, whatever, it's fine. I mean, you know, I was kind of expecting that to happen, but I'm not, like, thrilled that it's happening either. Well, I took Vladivostok. They weren't really prepared for that. I absolutely love Siberia, because I love having just all this immense red. Just look at all that beautiful red. I love not having supply. It's so fun, but the Soviets have supply, because why wouldn't they have supply? But my Japanese people, no supply for you, Japan. And not that necessarily they deserve it, having negative 4,000 support equipment, because my guys are dying of supply attrition. I've just been kind of sat here for a little bit, filling up my stockpile so that I have some equipment. So I'm just going to start a massive offensive now with my bicycle divisions, and we'll just let it, you know. Okay, the offensive has gone pretty well through Siberia. Obviously, it's going to take a little bit more time than it's, you know, I would like, but it is what it is. Time for the second offensive. This should be enough to kill the Russians at this point. I do have full collabs in them, I think. I do. Yeah. And I have full supply on the front lines. They're missing supply on a lot of the front, and I have CAS over pretty much everywhere, so we should be good to go. Okay, well, I think I overestimated my own abilities here. There are some little minor pushes I can do without, you know, there are some minor microing I can do. But I'm gonna have to wait again, build up my forces, and also build airports because they have a lot of fighters. A lot of fighters, and I'm gonna need to kill their fighters. This war is taking a lot longer than I was expecting. I've taken 1.44 million casualties on account of the fact that they do have, you know, thousands of pieces of CAS over me in different parts of the front. Well, it was actually really bad for a while there. It was really, really bad. I'm down 7,000 anti-air guns, so you know how bad it is. Biking right on into Moscow, if I can, which I should be able to. Look at that, I just biked right into Moscow. It's not even their freaking capital. I think Soviet's about to collapse. Oh, they just capped! I just took Moscow and they capped. Thank God for full collab governments. And the fact that the Soviets are not as good as when they're Stalin. Well, I continued my offensive. I made it through Scandinavia. That was pretty easy. Obviously, the line has not moved here yet. That's because I'm just building up forces and CAS and planes and stuff. You know, it's not exactly fun. I'm going to swidlip my way on through the Scandinavians now just to try and, I don't know, make another front to deal with. And is very typical with the AI. There's nobody in their capital, so I'm about to walk right on into Berlin while I continue along. Actually, there's nobody on the front line at all. I'm a little nervous about pushing out, but I guess who cares, right? But I just biked on into Berlin, so Berlin is mine. Honestly, I think I want to call the video here. You know, I know that I'm at war still with a lot of people, but I've taken a lot too. I mean, I've liberated most all of Western Europe, and it's only a matter of time till I get through Eastern Europe. They just have so many divisions, and all I have are bicycles and CAS, and even then, it's just taking forever. I don't want to get bogged down in another slog. The United States World Conquest was a lot, and I still have to do Haiti. So I'm not looking forward to that too much, but I will do it. But this was fun. I did enjoy it, you know, just to show off the hug totals, because there's no casualties here. Nobody dies. It's all just hugs. I've lost 3.48 million people to hugs. Probably the most I've ever lost on video, if I had to take a guess. And I've dealt 41.43 million hugs, so nothing terrible. Like, it's not bad. Pretty good numbers overall. Chile has somehow lost 1 million people to hugs. I don't know how they managed, but they did manage. Good for you, Chile. But I'm probably going to call it here for now. This is a fun war. Tough. I mean, poor Japan. It's got such a bad focus tree. I mean, this focus tree is terrible. Like, this is literally smaller or just about the same size as the base game focus tree. Obviously, you know, there is more to it. But, like, once you choose your path, that's it. There's nothing else. And it's not very good. But this is fun. There's still a lot of the world that would need to be conquered. And I just don't feel like dealing with that right now. Hope you'll understand. But, you know, until next time, thank you all so much for joining. If you enjoy, you know, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I'm changing the 750 subscriber goal. It's definitely not going to be World Conquest anymore. I'm World Conquest out a little bit, and I haven't even done Haiti yet. But I'll change that and figure out what that'll be eventually. But, of course, until next time, thank you all so much for joining. I shall see you all in the next video. Peace out.